to the review of Love After Lockup. Let me tell you something. The inmates had no problem being attached to these people's finances when they was in jail. But now that they out, they don't want to be tied down to these people. Beggars can't be choosers, but they are. Let's talk about Kayla and Martel. Martel actually comes back after the fight, but he does not come back with an apology, but with a gift and a dining room table. And you see, Kayla is getting that stove together for her man, all right? She getting it together for her man. So they sit down and have a conversation. She asks him where he's been. Martel says he's been at his grandparents' house. That's where he stayed, and that was the God's honest truth. I don't believe him. I believe he did go to his grandparents' house, but he did not stay the night there. How many of y'all believe Martel stayed the night at his grandparents' house? Talking about he ate there. Yo, I can't believe this dude. And Kayla said he is an alpha male and he's always out. That's what she likes about him. I said I have no problem with an alpha male, okay? If you're an alpha male that likes to be outspoken, good for you. More power to you, okay? At the end of the day, I have a problem is that Martel do not recognize he did embarrass Kayla on national TV. And I said, what was the purpose of him coming back? Because he didn't even apologize. He felt like he did nothing wrong. All he said was he asked a question, okay? And I said, baby, for you to be a man, you got to be able to know when you're wrong. And I said, when Martel is wrong, I don't think he recognized that. He didn't ask a question. He tried to make it seem like Kayla was dirty on national television for all viewers to see that. And I said, Martel don't like when somebody is yelling at him, but yet he could curse at Kayla, talking about effing your lower your tone. I like, first of all, I'm all about being in a relationship and respecting each other's boundaries, but it gotta go both ways. I feel like he want Kayla to respect him, but he don't have to respect Kayla. That's just my opinion. If you don't agree, you can put it in a comment box. If you don't agree, if you don't want to comment, it's okay with me. At the end of the day, the show must still go on. And I said that even though Martel is an alpha male, I think he's not an honest man. I feel like he has somebody else on the side, and that's where he spent the night, because that's where he really wanted to be. And I said for Kayla in her apartment, I feel like she just moved in and she just settled in. And anybody that had ever moved, you know it's hard, it's difficult. You just getting settled in. I don't really think she got a lot of furniture like that. Instead of him complaining why he did not help her. If her apartment, as he said, was messy, why he didn't fix up the laundry room? Say, hey, babe, let me help you. You have a lot on your plate. I'm grateful for what you've done for securing a place so we can have a place to stay. And then when he came, he went straight into her refrigerator after he came and then wanted to kiss her. I would have not kissed her. But first of all, I don't know where your lips been. Okay? I don't know where your lips been for you to be kissing me. Okay? And then talking about he hungry. Are you going to make me something to eat? I'm going to the strip club to get Alfredo and shrimp. Like, what? That's what you say to your woman that you like? That you and you supposed to be having a relationship? I thought that was disrespectful. And I think Martel has it wrong. He think that nobody can be disrespectful to him, but he can be disrespectful to other people. If the lady's saying, I feel like you're hurt, and you saying, oh, I don't feel like you was hurt, why are we even having a conversation? I would have stopped having a conversation with him. And I would have told him nicely, you could go. You could go out. There's a door. Please walk out. Nicely. Thank you. Let's talk about Tayler and Chance. I really can't stand Chance. I feel like he is not contributing anything positive to Tayler's life. And I said her daughter has more backbone than her. And I said good for her daughter for standing up for her, for telling Chance, if you don't like it, this is my mama house. If you cannot follow the rules, baby, you can go. I like, you better go, girl. I said, you better go, girl. I love Taylor's daughter for sticking up for her mother like that. I like, sometimes our mother is not going to stand up for herself. We, the children, have to do it, okay? Let's give that little girl a round of applause. Yes! And I said Chance is treating Tayler the way she is because Tayler is enabling Chance bad behavior in this toxic relationship. And she's really giving her children a bad example of what a relationship is supposed to be. I know in a relationship, it's not going to always be good. It's going to be fighting and fussing. But child, it just can't be one-sided, honey. It just can't be one-sided. That is not a relationship where only one is doing all the giving and the other one is doing all the taking. And I feel like Chance is doing all the taking. And what makes the relationship even more bad is that she want to be alone. Her sister is in the house. And she asked her sisters to watch the children so they could have some sexual intimacy, okay? So they in the car, they find a spot and it's near the graveyard, all right? And I said this message of them having sex near the graveyard is a message to their relationship. That is, their relationship is dead. To me, that's a symbolism. Chance and Tayler relationship is dead, just like that graveyard. Let me tell you something. I like if Chance was a man that he was supposed to be, why he didn't pay for a hotel to take her or dine her with fine dining, okay? Take her out, like damn, buy her some flowers, okay? It don't have to be fine dining. He could have took her to a restaurant, a movie, and then they could have banged, okay? I know there's nothing wrong. People want to be spontaneous. They want to have sex all over the place. There's nothing wrong with having sex in the car with the one that you love. But when it comes to the grave, I don't play that. It's a no for me, dog. This took me back to a movie. You know those movies when the woman think their man is putting it down and then the next day they wake up, they were like, you sure put it down, daddy. They like, you sure handle it, you sure put it down. And the man is clueless on what the hell they talking about. And the whole time, it was a ghost they was having sex with. Anybody remember a movie like that? Especially with the way it's doing a parody on that. I don't need a spirit knocking my mate out, talking about it ain't no fun if a dead homie a none, and filling me up with a spirit is a joke. Let's talk about Indy and Harry. So far, by looking at Harry's relationship, you could tell he like dark-skinned women. And between his current girlfriend, Indy, and his baby mama, you could tell they have two different personalities. Indy seemed more passive. She let Harry do whatever he wanted just to satisfy him so he won't be throwing a tantrum and don't have him be accountable for his actions. But Tima, his baby mama, don't seem like she would play that. She look like she will hold Harry to the cross. She look like she will hold Harry accountable for his actions if he not doing right. And I think this is when him and his baby mama be bumping heads because she do not play with his BS. But Tima want him to step up to the plate to be more involved in his daughter's life. You can't tell me that little girl is not Harry's daughter. She look just like him, face and hair and all. Indy, I don't believe she's really into the psychic tarot thing. I think she just doing this for TV, for the ratings, because she said she was going to see a medium, and the lady they went to go see, the title was a spiritual counselor. A medium and a spiritual counselor is not the same thing. A medium is a person that communicates with the dead, and a spiritual counselor is like a spiritual life coach. They guide you to get your life back on the right track. And they went to a session. Harry was defensive until he started agreeing with the lady that they should not rush to have a baby because their relationship is not there yet. And I do agree with that. If your relationship is rocky, a baby is not going to change that situation. But I thought the lady was actually good. And I think Harry should go back to that lady and see that lady so he could get his life right back on track. But right now, he's in his 20s. He still got that childlike mentality. And I think he needs to focus on being a better him and a better father to his daughter instead of being in a relationship. So they leave and he gets a call and he tells her that it's his parole officer, and I really believe it was his baby mom on the phone, Fatima, asking like when he gonna come to see the baby and stuff like that. But these men kill me on this show. They say they're a man. They want to leave, but why do you lie? You're not a child. So what is all the lying about? Like, I don't get it. If you're gonna stand in your truth, stand in your truth. If you a player and you got all these girls, tell her that. Like, what is the problem? So she could make a choice not to deal with you, okay? And I had a problem with Harry said, either you're dealing on my time, get right, or you get left. And let me tell you, if a man would have said that to me, I would have been out. What? You just wasting somebody's time knowing that you are stringing them along, knowing that you really don't want to be with them in the long run. Let's talk about Kevin, Tiffany, and Curtis. They left off with him trying to wake him up from his knockout, from the knockout. The man had blood. He like, what happened? What happened? Where is he? Where is he? And Kevin like, he ain't knocked out. He just pretended like he sleep. I still think WeTv paid that man to take that punch. So they actually had him come to. There was one security that asked him if he was okay, got him up, had him sitting in the car with the blood on his face. Child, it was a lot. So he actually come to. They had the ambulance look him out, and I guess he was okay because they let him go in the car and let him leave. The other dudes leave. Kevin's on the phone with his mom talking about, I might go to jail because I knocked him out. I don't find a man that's tough if the other person is not fighting back. I feel a man is more tougher when you have that same energy. But when a person is knocking somebody out and the other person is not defending themselves, I think it's a coward to me. It is what it is. Fight somebody that's going to fight you back. Tiffany tells Curtis she don't want to be with him. Okay. After he got knocked out, I guess she like, I don't want to be with the loser because you didn't win. How would you protect me? I have no idea why Curtis was crying in the car. I don't know why I was laughing when Curtis was crying. Like, he looked like a little baby. He looked like a baby crying in the car, like a child who couldn't get his way. So he just started tearing down. So I really love her. I really love her. Like, dude, get over it and move on. You telling me there's a million women out here and you can't find not another one? Child. So she's sitting on the curb and she calls Kevin back. Kevin like, why should I come back? She's like, oh, I see my ways. Now that you fighting for me. Oh my God. So isn't that Tiffany called Curtis to make Kevin jealous to see what happened that he would do? To see if he would fight for her love? In reality, she never wanted Curtis in the first place. And she just, to me, Tiffany just playing with people's feelings. I really think she don't know what she wants. But I still do that on your own time, not on people's time. If you don't know what you want, it's fine not to know what you want. But be honest about your communications. Just say, I'm single and I'm dating around. Like, what is the problem? What is wrong with saying that? If you're an adult and you messing with different dudes, just say, hey, I'm single, I'm seeing different dudes. That's it. Like, what is the problem with that? I don't get these adults. Because I know if I was a player at the end of the day and I was dating around, I'm going to be honest. I'm seeing somebody else. I'm like, yo, I only talk to that person, but I smashed that person. And I talk to that person, get money from that person. And I talk to you too. But I'm not smashing you though. I only be smashing one person. No, I'm just saying, if it was my way, that's how I would say it. Like, why people just can't say it that way? Like, what is the problem? We all adults here. Like, whatever. I don't know. These people just, what they're hiding and lying and plotting is crazy to me. And we all adults. We not children no more. Okay? Kevin do a U-turn and come get Tiffany. And Tiffany is in the confession laughing. I think she plotted this the whole time so she could get Kevin on her side. And the plan worked. And that confessional, child, the way she was laughing in that confessional, like she got some plans for Kevin. And I don't think it's all going to turn out good. But Tiffany gonna make Kevin put in some work, honey. I think Curtis was a decoy to get. So we gonna talk about chazz&barwin. Oh my God. I feel like this man seemed like a nice man, but I feel bad. This man been married 3 times. 3 times. And one of his wife died. I thought that was so sad. But she died due to a drug addiction. And I said, Chaz seemed like a person who is addicted to bad girls and think he could save them who have drug addiction problems. And this is why their relationship don't work, because he's not choosing a woman more compatible for him. I think he's one of those dudes that think he could save a woman that's going through crises that he's not really able to handle. They really need the proper therapy for them to get better. That's just my opinion. And I feel like Chaz is a single man that relates to that quote. Don't be a single old lady with all those cats. Clearly, Chaz seemed like that person. He loved cats. And I hope he don't become old and be a cat man. Having mad cats. I thought it was funny when he said his cat be in the bathroom watching him take a shower. So he goes visit his sister. I think his sister is very nice and she has a beautiful home. I love his sister house. His sister house is nice. And I think she really cared for her brother's best interest and really don't want to see him hurt. And I think Chaz has this idea of being in love and being married and living happily ever after, but really not putting in the work to fix the marriage. Because relationship is not going to be all golden. It's not going to be all happy. It's going to be up and down. You have to be able to put in the work to sustain it, to make it work, and to make it last. But is anybody willing to do the work? And I don't know if Chaz is doing the work either, and neither are his spouses. So he talks to the lady on the phone, because he made a comment about stabbing him in his sleep, because that's what his friends were worried about. And she was like, if you don't make me do anything to make you stab in your sleep and I won't. I said, boy, that's a big red flag. Okay, I'm like, what? I'll be running the other way. I'll be running the other way. Talking about don't make me do anything to stab you. Girl, you wildin'. And I said, you sure will be in jail for murder, okay? Okay. Like, and Chad believes like, oh, she in her 40s, won't be going back to prison. Who want to do that? It's a lot of people who get comfortable with prison. And that's all they do all their life is go back in and out of prison. And there's people in prison doing a lifetime bed. They would never get to see the light of day outside. The only time they able to get to go outside, besides the yard, is to a funeral. What is Chad talking about? So we have Lacey and Antoine. I said Lacey and Antoine. I like Lacey better be careful. Because the mama warned her. And she ignoring the red flag. And Antoine said when he get bored, that's when he get back into trouble. One thing I'm all about for protection your family, looking out for your family, but when it becomes a liability to you and a financial strain, baby, we gotta cut ties, okay? I refuse to be financially responsible for another adult who making bad choices all the time and not willing to correct their ways. I think every inmate has potential to change. I hope they work it out where they work on themselves and get better, but at the end of the day, I like love after lockup is not reality. Instead of saying thank you for holding a home, a roof over my head where I can be paroled and not be in jail or living with other people. But I want to see how they handle themselves in a halfway house. So I like some of these inmates on here got it made. So they need to count their blessings. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. I'm trying to build this channel. This is my baby and I'm here to stay. Okay?